Now I'm making a wheaten marmalade cake. I've spotted a little error in that I've missed an ingredient out of the list of ingredients. It was on a very old piece of paper, which I've thrown away. So it's quite interesting as to how it's going to turn out because I'm playing with it at the moment. I have got vegetable oil. In fact, I'll show you what I've got. It's very exciting. In my mixing bowl, I've beaten together, it said use a wooden spoon, but I don't know if you can see my knuckles, I've played the ukulele for 4 hours solid and my hand is so swollen, I actually can't move it very well at all. So mine's all with a beater. It says beat with a wooden spoon, vegetable oil, sugar, milk, eggs, and marmalade. I've done it with a beater. You then mix in the whole wheat flour, which I've done. And then you sieve in the self-raising flour and the bicarbonate of soda, but it doesn't tell me how much self-raising flour, which is quite an interesting idea, really. So being as it's going in an 8-inch cake tin, I've just done 2 ounces. I've looked on the internet for an equivalent recipe. This was out of the Daily Telegraph. And as I said, I had this little bit of paper, you know how you keep these little bits of paper, and it was really tatty. So I decided the time had come and I threw it away and copied it out, I thought, in my best handwriting, but clearly I missed an ingredient. So I'm going to put 2 ounces in, just because of the quantity I've got here. Looks to me like the sort of quantity would fit an 8-ounce tin. So because that will give me 8 ounces of flour, which I think is about right. So I've lined my tin using a cake tin liner. I do love cake tin liners. They've kind of changed my life. As you know, if you've watched these before, and if you haven't watched these before, where have you been? If you've watched these before, you'll know that the 8-inch cake tin liners, what is what I bought, are too big. So I cut them in 4 places, and then I go like that, and they fit perfectly. Okay, so it was interesting. The chocolate cake recipe, which I thought it was terribly old, when I looked at it, it hasn't even got instructions for a fan oven. So that's really talking old, isn't it? Almost as old as me. Now this is, again, it does say pour into the tin. So it's obviously supposed to be a batter, and you bake it for 90 minutes. So here we go. I'm giving it a whirl, girls. I have no idea what this will be like. It might be absolutely disgusting. If it is absolutely disgusting, you will, of course, never see this video. So you won't know how absolutely disgusting it is. And I should be annoyed if it is, because it's quite a lot of ingredients to throw away. But there you go. Serves me right for not writing. I'm going to write 2 ounces of SR into the recipe and see if that works. But as I say, that would give you 8 ounces flour, which I think is about right. So I've just dripped on my recipe. So it's a sign of a good recipe card. It's got drips of ingredients on it. So there we are. It's going in the oven now for 90 minutes, which is amazing. Yeah, 90 minutes. Let's give it a whirl. I'm going to look at it clearly in less than 90 minutes. And yeah, I'll let you know. In actual fact, what I'm going to do is stop this recording. I don't want this burbling on for 90 minutes without me here. So I will put it, I will close this, and if it works, because what you do at the end of it is you spread marmalade on the top and you sprinkle it with flaked almonds, which sounds absolutely lovely. So what I'll do is, if it looks as though it's edible, I will decorate it and just publish a photo of it, which I think is the best way. Actually, let me, should have said all that to your face, as it were. Yes, I should have said all that to your faces. Sorry, darlings. Yes, if I think it's going to be an edible cake, you spread it with marmalade, you sprinkle it with flaked almonds. It doesn't say toasted. I will probably toast them if I've got any. And that's what it is. So if it works, I'll publish a photo on my Padlet. If it doesn't work, you'll never see this. Okay. Bye-bye.